a week ago. I started writing this poem that I wanted to share with the community, with the Meeting House, Ottawa community. Initially, I had inspiration, ideas started flowing, and after a few sentences, the essence of the poem didn't feel right. The more I wrote, the more I was getting stuck. I was trying to lean into a theme of gratitude, and I felt like I was wrestling with the words on the page. I knew there was so much to be grateful for, and I wanted the poem to mirror this attitude. But the more I wrote, I was getting anxious. So I stopped. And I was going to message Carlo and say, Carlo, I don't know if I can do this right now. But I didn't. I watched the season finale of Ted Lasso and did some laundry and put the pen and the paper away. But the morning of Sunday, October 10th, around 5 a.m., I realized why I was having troubles with this poem. Ever since things have been opening up, there's been this kind of taste of normalcy, right? And I realized that I'm living in these two worlds. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today, these two worlds. And it's tough. It's really tough to be grateful when you're in these two worlds. So here are my thoughts, and quite raw and perhaps unedited. So here we go. Lately, I've been living in two worlds. This first world, this world of yesterday. It is so easy to reminisce the times when it was easier to collide into strangers, when hugs were still a thing, when hosting friends and strangers seemed easier, when being in elevators with strangers felt less risky, when children roamed the playgrounds and streets freely, when it was easier to read someone's mind by simply watching their full body language, when live concerts and festivals felt like a genuine escape from reality. In this world, a happenstance moment could just happen. But now everything feels so calculated. And then there's this other world, this world of tomorrow where I find myself as well. A tomorrow where I wonder if our healthcare system will recover, if our economy will bounce back, if our kids will regain their childhood and learning loss, if nations such as Haiti and Afghanistan will heal. In this land of tomorrow as settlers and descendants of settlers, will we be able to move out of the way and move from lip service to action? And in a tomorrow where Mother Earth will thrive in the way that she needs. So I've been floating between these two worlds and sometimes feeling overwhelmed on what was and what could be. It's a lot. Side note, funny enough, my therapist told me, Stacey-Ann, if you're feeling downhearted or distressed, chances are you're living a lot in the past. And if you're feeling anxious, chances are you're living too much in the future. You can only feel peace when you're living in the present. The present. When she told me this, I thought of Jesus' message. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. When these worlds of yesterday and tomorrow collide, I have to remind myself that Jesus is here. Jesus is now. Jesus is present with me, with you, and others. Gratitude comes with being present and not fixated on the past or the future. And that's where I realized I was getting stuck. This morning I took an inventory of the present, my breath, the smells, the sounds, the touches, the presence of God. So, you might be listening in this moment of time. And I know many of you probably have so many things on the mind. I get it. What happened yesterday? What's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen later on today? But let's take a moment to be present together. In the church that I was standing in last Sunday, I was looking at the beautiful banners above me. And there's a beautiful banner of green. And green reminds me of renewal. It reminds me of the new life sprouting from the land, the trees, the grass outdoors. It reminds me of our existence, fragile and powerful when we work together. There's another banner, a banner of red. Red reminds me of passion and emotions, raw and real. Sometimes the courage to even get out of bed when the days seem so hard. And then there's another banner of purple. Purple reminds me of redemption, God's love for us, not based on conditions. Agape love. And there's another banner, a banner of brown. It reminds me of the land that we are on and the land that does not belong to us. But hey, it feeds us, it clothes us. And then the banner of blue. Blue reminds me of the skies, the heavens. When I look above, when I feel the wind on my face, I feel alive. So here we are today in this moment, in this world of now and today. So I pray that even when it's easy, it's so easy to think of yesterday and tomorrow, let us remind ourselves the Creator is before all things, and in the Creator all things hold together. Amen.